So, is this the last place for the contract?
Yeah, safe state.
I'm gonna do a regular save.
Wait, no,
first.
no, never mind. The contract still appears in the clock tower.
I'm gonna make a save state anyway.
Do you want to pause here?
No, we're good. Let's keep going.
All right.
Still got a bit of time. Croc Tower. It's a tower made out of crocs. And no, not the crocodiles. I mean those fucking slippers.
Yeah, the clock tower in this is.
Does
a
this
lot
still
simpler.
happen? Let's see if this still happens.
Yep, it does. It does.
It's so stupid.
Even though it doesn't make any sense.
It's bullshit, man. Why does it do that? Anyway. I think a very scary place to visit would be the Croc Tower.
The Croc Tower. Oh god.
Because the only way to climb is to put your arms and legs into the crocs.
No.
And the worst thing about them is that some of them are sentient. They will fasten onto your appendages and they won't let go willingly.
Crocs are so strange. Like I've never.
Sacrifices have to be made. Look at all this money though.
What the fuck?
You didn't know about this?
No. Holy shit.
I honestly didn't know either. I realized in the gatehouse that there are random objects you can smack for items. Look at all this chicken.
What the fuck?
So when I got here, I thought maybe these can be smacked too. I tried, and sure enough, yeah, you can smack them. And there's no fucking reason why anyone would know about this. I'll just put up clapping emojis right on top of that. Let's try that again.
Oh my god.
What am I doing? Oh, you can just climb from this side too. That's nice. But yeah, those random cubes can be broken for items. And the thing is, there's no way to know that because they don't look like breakable items. They just look like out of place platforms.
Out of place platforms.
Look at that. You can stand on it. Somebody might have actually tried to stand on it and use it as a platform before. So it's a pretty easy mistake to make here, but look at all the money that I have. It's beautiful.
Well, yeah. Usually, I've used those as platforms before. That's why I never thought, oh, I'm just gonna try to hit them because I don't think these can be hit. They always did look weird to me.
The mystery has been unfolded. I like how you can slide on this. That's like the most dangerous thing to slide on, and Cornholio does it with such gusto. Oh, I remembered something. Yesterday at work, we had a guest from Greece. Try to guess his name. You're gonna fucking love it.
If it was like,
Go on.
Socrates, I'm gonna kill myself.
No.
What was it?
Spyros.
Oh my god.
We had fucking Spyro in our hotel.
Why not Gyro?
That's racially insensitive.
Oh my god.
But seriously, fucking Spyro showed up in our hotel. When I saw it, I was having a hard time containing my laughter because he was standing right in front of me saying, "I'd like to check in, please." And I really wanted to say, "Sure, but it will cost you 500 gems."
Oh my god. I think he would have appreciated it.
I don't think he would have understood the reference, so I tried to avoid doing it. It was hard, but I succeeded. Man, this door opened up to a dark closet. Oh shit. Oh man. Wouldn't it be some shit if Mr. Spyros here was actually a big fan of Spyro the Dragon?
It would have been funny, yeah.
It would have been a really funny coincidence. How many times can you say, I've met a Spyro fan named Spyros?
I still haven't like seen the actual playthrough.
Well, you have all three to choose from now because we're all completed. So just pick one. Look at all the holes that they have. All the holes for you to fall into and die. Oh, cabron. That's no bueno. And Jack is currently upset that I'm so insensitive to his culture.
Insensitive. I've never understood the whole I'm gonna get offended, like on your behalf. I don't get offended at all. Like,
I don't see the point either.
They make fun of me, I make fun of them. They make fun of my culture, I make fun of their culture. Easy peasy.
Yeah, I mean, that's what everybody does. It normalizes these nonsensical things too, so it just becomes normal to make fun of this kind of stuff.
I mean, that's what happens in Mexico. Like, people aren't like, the concept of hate speech only exists, but you know among who? Politicians, because they don't like people bitching about them and criticizing them. They actually want to pass a law that makes it illegal to do like blasphemous criticism of someone, even if it like in a political, like in a public figure, even if it's true.
Even if it's true.
Yeah. So basically censorship. But like everyone here, like whenever someone's like, "Oh, my feelings," like, grow the fuck up. But they don't even get salty, like, because you know there are people who get salty at the people who are like all about their feelings. Yeah. People here aren't salty. They're just like, just chill, come on. And they're not assholes about it. But they also don't tolerate that bullshit.
Now what they really say is not chill, they say have a siesta.
Have a no. No.
What do you mean no? Oh shit.
No, that's not what they say.
You need to take a siesta, senor. I'm getting banned from YouTube.
Banned from YouTube and kicked out of the UK.
Grossly offensive.
Grossly offensive. Isn't he doing like a fundraiser or something for like to pay for like a fine or something?
I think it was to make an appeal.
Okay, yeah. Let's hope it actually works out.
I hope so too, because that will make a precedent that basically says you can't tell me not to do this because this isn't offensive or to the point of being a crime. It's just a joke.
Yeah, and at this point, he's got international support.
Oh like, yeah.
This is
I'm
no
surprised
longer
that didn't hurt. That didn't hurt. Okay. Please continue.
Yeah, it is no longer an issue contained to the UK. It's all like media outlets in other countries have been covering the entire deal.
Yeah, from what I've seen, he's gone all the way to India now. God damn it. My impatience is getting the better of me. Cornell, please. Contain your autismo. Cornell, please. The clock tower here is to test your patience, really.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate that. I want to go fast. Look at that. That's a block. What does it have? Oh, a power-up, a gem, and a card. That's neat, I guess. Look at all the pink chocolate bars of metal. I still haven't tried the naturally pink chocolate, actually.
Naturally pink chocolate.
Yeah.
I remember you mentioning it, but I forgot what it was.
Well, it's in the name. It's naturally occurring pink chocolate. It's all in the beans. It's just
it's definitely not from Mexico. I'll tell you that much.
No, I think some of the stuff comes from Brazil and some from Ivory Coast. From the usual chocolate places, basically. I heard it has a taste of like berry fruitness. Sounds interesting. I want to see it for myself, and I believe the nearby Tesco already has it in stock, but I need money.
Let's hope it doesn't taste like cardboard.
I don't have money right now.
I hate chocolates that taste like cardboard.
No, the worst kind of thing is ice cream that tastes like soap. Who that? Oh no!
Who's that? Hoo-hoo!
Ada! Ada!
Ada! That's all he can say anymore. It's like...
Wow, you look
hey.
remarkably like that Kerry Fernandez. You mean Bernadez? No, Fernandez.
I don't get why they changed the names, like, Bernadez was fine.
You are a true Fernandez.
You're a true Fernandez. Ole.
Ole. Oi.
Yep.
This is a strange time to have an Assault reference. Nobody's gonna get that because nobody played that game. Not even me.
Thank you for finding the Staff of Magnus for me.
Who?
It's a reference to Skyrim. Like when you find the Staff of Magnus, an asshole shows up and takes it away from you. It's like, oh, thank you for finding the Staff of Magnus for me. I'll have this. Thank you, yoink. And it's like,
can you kill him and take the staff back?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I never made it that far in Skyrim. I gave up 4 hours in because the fucking game was shit.
There's another contract right there.
Yep, that's the last one.
Then I better make a proper save state. Ah, yes.
Yep.
Thank goodness I got it.
Actually, hold on. Let me confirm. Yeah, that's probably the last one.
Oh, it's this place. Yes, this is the fucking slide area. Might as well get it out of the way now. This slide is penis. We'll come back here after beating this game, and then we'll do run-on optional boss fight.
Alright.
Mostly because I'm a little short on time, but I think we'll be able to pick up on this tomorrow if you got the time, because I'll definitely have time.
I think we could.
I'm gonna have a day off from tomorrow until Friday, so we'll definitely have the time. You just need to find some time yourself. And I need to finish editing Columns. Columns 3 was beautiful, especially at the end when he had Sunset Saruman. He changed his colors. Gem. Red Jewel Spicy. That's what the S stands for, right? S for spicy, yeah. And L for lemonade.
You're almost at the end. But did you notice how like the Clock Tower's like the hardest stage in all other Castlevania games, but this one's always been like meh?
I don't even know where I'm going. What do I do? I think I know what I need to do. I need to do a Prince of Persia. Yeah, you need to do this. Here we go. Knew it.
Wait, did you say King of Persia?
No, Prince of Persia.
I thought I heard you say King of Persia. I was like, wait, what the fuck?
King of Persia is the indie game.
Oh.
I didn't know you can actually latch onto that. That's kind of interesting. Well, that's not the way to go.
By the way, there are rumors that the next Bethesda games are gonna be sci-fi.
So Mass Effect.
Because they've been defending some trademark or whatever they like. I don't fucking know.
What could they possibly make in sci-fi that isn't Doom?
A sci-fi Elder Scrolls game, like same fucking mechanics and everything. It's probably gonna be shit, just like everything else they've made.
At this point, it's gonna be double this shit because they'll be completely out of their element.
Because they forget, like, Bethesda as a game studio has never been all that great. They made a couple of good games, but then they went broke because they made a ton of shitty games.
It is pretty safe to say that from the very beginning of their Elder Scrolls series, they weren't good at it. I mean, you can see some reviews detailing this better. I think LGR does a pretty good job of detailing how it all went down. From what I've seen, it basically was never good to begin with, but it was good enough for most people to keep playing and supporting the developers. Until we got to today, where they're making sandboxes.
I mean, they have AAA budgets for their games, but they make games that could have been done by an indie developer, you know?
Yeah.
It's like they're not good at making games, but they make some pretty decent games. But seriously, the second someone decides, like, have you ever played the Enderrealm mod for Skyrim, or like Nerim or Archwind?
The only mods that I had for Skyrim were extended character creation, and I think that was it. I've never got mods. I don't know, I just don't like modding games all that much.
Yeah, well, basically, starting with Morrowind, there's been a group of people who've made total conversion mods, which take the assets for the base game they're modding and add a bunch of their own, and they all take place in this universe they've created. So it's this massive, this world and like story and campaign, an actual fucking story. Let me point that out. That is like 3 times better than whatever Bethesda made for the base game. And like when they can make a better game with a mod than Bethesda can, that's telling something. And I'm like, I really hope that at some point they decide to make their own games altogether, because if they do, their games could actually compete, and I dare say, if they do it right, just push Bethesda out of the market as not out of the market, but aside as the lead sandbox action adventure RPG kind of developer.
I suppose so.
Because let me tell you, those mods are really, really good. They're in German though, so like you gotta get the English patches for them, and the translations aren't always complete.
Why is it always the non-English mods that are the better ones? Is it because they're more or less autistic?
I have no idea.
Okay, that might be a bit harsh.
Yeah. I mean, it probably has to do with like commitment, or like, I don't know, honestly. Because here's another thing, like, they create a really interesting world. It is rare to find great, well, actually no, I take that back, because I know a lot of great fantasy worlds that have been made by Americans. I guess just I don't know. I actually don't have an answer or a theory as to why.
Oh, I need to go that way. That's the problem. I could probably make that jump. Oh, look at that. Fuck your ledge grabbing bullshit. This place can be a bit confusing, I gotta say. But considering that there's almost nothing to kill here, if anything at all. I haven't seen enemies yet. Besides a couple of those bone serpents.
Yeah.
I don't know, I suppose they can make the most out of their level design and puzzles to compensate for the fact that there's a lack of enemies to fight with. Careful with these seesaws, by the way. They actually carry your momentum and add on to it. Like if you jump at the end of a swing, you're actually gonna go a bit further than normal. And I've learned that the hard way, by the way. Oh no! Speaking of which,
yeah.
if you're using the emulator, you are free to use your save states, because this place
I forget.
sucks.
Like I actually remembered the specific thing like spot side of it where you gotta like slide down.
Oh, the camera is not helping. What are you doing, camera? I need to get down on that walkway.
You could just jump.
You know, I probably could, yes. I just need to eat. Eat beef.
Eat freef. Taco bacco, have it in a way.
Taco tobacco?
Taco bacco.
McNolans.
McNolans.
I love the it.
McNolans or McNaldo's? Either one works.
McNaldo's. I love the it. Here you go. You gotta erect this clock. There you go. I suppose jumping is the better option here, but if you gotta slide, be fucking careful, because if you fuck up the slide, I believe you die.
Yes, you do.